Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of February 22, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Ogontoye, an infantry officer. Air defense and UAV operations. Russian air defense systems successfully shot down a MiG-29 aircraft, multiple guided aerial bombs, HIMARS rockets, and dozens of UAVs. Operational tactical aviation and other military groups targeted Ukrainian military airfields, drone training facilities, and other logistical support structures across 157 districts.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel A.C. Ogontoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of February 22, 2025. Colonel Ogontoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the latest developments. What are the key events from the past 24 hours?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue their special military operation, making steady progress across multiple fronts. Our forces have inflicted substantial losses on Ukrainian formations, seized strategic positions, and liberated additional settlements. There have been significant developments in Kharkiv, Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson regions, as well as ongoing efforts to repel Ukrainian incursions in the Kursk region.
What's the situation in the Kharkiv region?
In the Kharkiv direction, our North Group of forces conducted successful operations against Ukrainian territorial defense brigades in the areas of Izbitskoye and Volchansk. The enemy suffered up to 40 personnel losses, as well as the destruction of an armored personnel carrier, an artillery piece, and an electronic warfare station. These actions continue to weaken their defensive capabilities in the region.
The West Group of forces has been quite active. Can you tell us about their progress?
The West Group of forces has made significant advances, particularly in Luhansk, where we successfully liberated the settlement of Novolyubovka. In addition to this territorial gain, we struck Ukrainian formations in multiple locations, including Topoly, Kondrashavka, Golubovka, and Borovaya in the Kharkiv region, as well as Yampol in the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian forces lost over 200 personnel, along with a tank, a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 5 vehicles, and 5 field artillery pieces, 3 of which were NATO-supplied. Additionally, 3 electronic warfare stations and an ammunition depot were destroyed, further crippling their operational capacity.
Moving to the Southern Group of forces, what advancements have been made?
Our Southern Group of forces occupied more advantageous positions and engaged Ukrainian mechanized, airmobile, and assault brigades, as well as formations of the so-called Foreign Legion in multiple locations, including Seversk, Reznikovka, Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, and Konstantinovka. The enemy suffered up to 220 personnel losses, and we successfully destroyed an infantry fighting vehicle, 9 vehicles, and 6 field artillery pieces, including a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer. Furthermore, we eliminated an electronic warfare station and an ammunition depot, further disrupting their logistical operations.
The Center Group of forces appears to have played a crucial role in pushing forward. What are the latest updates?
The Center Group of forces made notable tactical gains, striking Ukrainian formations across multiple settlements, including Sherbanovka, Dmitrov, Krasnoarmysk, Udagnoy, Uspanovka, and Novoandrievka. We inflicted heavy casualties, with over 375 Ukrainian personnel lost, and neutralized 4 armored combat vehicles, including an American-made Max Pro armored car. We also destroyed 5 cars and 7 field artillery pieces, including the U.S.-supplied 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery unit. These actions have significantly weakened enemy resistance in this sector.
The East Group of forces has also been active. What advances have they made?
Our East Group of forces continued its advance deeper into Ukrainian defenses, striking mechanized and airborne assault brigades, as well as territorial defense units in the Donetsk and Zaporizhia regions. The enemy suffered 160 personnel losses and lost 2 tanks, one of which was a German-made Leopard tank. We also destroyed 3 vehicles and 2 field artillery pieces, further degrading their ability to mount an effective counteroffensive.
Let's shift to the Dnieper Group of forces. How have they been engaging Ukrainian forces?
The Dnieper Group of forces conducted successful operations against Ukrainian mountain assault and territorial defense brigades in the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions, striking enemy positions in Molotokmachka, Lobkovo, and Dniprovsko. Ukrainian forces lost up to 85 servicemen, 6 vehicles, and an artillery piece, while we also eliminated 3 electronic warfare stations and an ammunition depot. These strikes continue to weaken enemy coordination and supply lines.
Beyond ground combat, how have air and missile forces contributed to the operation?
Our operational tactical aviation, missile troops, and strike drones have carried out precision strikes on critical Ukrainian infrastructure, including military airfields, UAV storage sites, drone training facilities, ammunition depots, and fuel storage sites. These attacks targeted 157 different locations, further disrupting Ukraine's ability to sustain its forces. In addition, our air defense systems successfully intercepted and shot down a Ukrainian MiG-29 aircraft, 2 French-made Hammer-guided aerial bombs, 2 U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rockets, and 58 aircraft-type drones.
The Kursk region has been a hotspot for fighting. Can you provide an update on Russian operations there?
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to repel Ukrainian incursions and conduct offensive operations in the Kursk region. Our North Group of forces engaged and defeated multiple Ukrainian formations, including tank, mechanized, airborne assault, and marine brigades. In the past 24 hours, Ukrainian forces lost more than 190 servicemen, along with 3 tanks, 6 infantry fighting vehicles, 4 armored personnel carriers, and multiple combat vehicles and artillery pieces. Additionally, we neutralized 2 electronic warfare stations and 3 UAV control points, further degrading their battlefield coordination.
Given the developments of the past week, what can we expect in the coming days?
Our forces will continue pressing forward, eliminating Ukrainian formations, and securing strategic positions. We are focused on maintaining momentum and ensuring operational superiority across all active battlefronts. The special military operation remains ongoing, and we will continue to provide updates as we achieve new objectives. Their countdown is real, with less than 299 days left until military exhaustion.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. Today, tensions exist between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, characterized by accusations of NATO-backed rebels killing and recruiting children in eastern DR Congo. Ongoing conflicts and instability persist in the DR Congo, with reports of army deserters looting and inciting panic in the town of North Kivu as the rule of the gun spreads uncontrollably.